Welcome everyone, let's compare the size of iPhone 14 versus iPhone 14 Pro. So let's start off with the back here. You can tell that the iPhone 14 Pro is very slightly taller than the regular iPhone 14. If I place them together, it really seems like the thickness of both of the iPhones is virtually the same. Let me move this down. It seems like iPhone 14 Pro is very slightly thicker. It would be best to show in this view right here. You can see very slightly wider, even not thicker. Then when it comes to the thickness department, taking a look at these, I mean, if the iPhone 14 Pro is thicker, it's very slightly thicker as well. If I take a look at the weight department, iPhone 14 feels quite light. iPhone 14 Pro is actually quite heavy. Another thing as well is the camera bump. I'm resting my finger all the time against this camera bump compared to iPhone 14 regular. Well, I mean, look, I have all this room here. There's no way I'm touching that camera bump. Maybe you like resting your finger against the camera bump. I know with the Google Pixel 6, a lot of people like to do that. Me personally, I'm not a fan. You can see regular resting and it's resting at the side, mainly because with this year they did make the camera sensor slightly larger. Then taking a look at the display here, the display bezels, they look virtually the same. I remember they said with iPhone 14 Pro they reduced the bezels very slightly. I can't tell. Can you see a difference? Let me know. Of course, we have the notch here versus the dynamic island. That I can tell. Please, I mean, everyone can tell that one. But yeah, so this actual dynamic island, there is a little black area there, which is actual display. But it's the display itself is turned off, so it can show LED stuff, etc. And then of course you have the notch where there's no LED displays there available. I'm not really, crying because we don't have a dynamic island on the iPhone 14, but the actual functionality itself, not just the looks I don't care about, the functionality, this dynamic island is actually really crazy. So yeah, there's a size comparison. Thanks for watching. See you get 1,000 likes and I'll do a dynamic island video on 14 Pro. Bye bye.